Shiba Inu have experienced an emergency today. Wildness reigns among whales. Exchanges are running out of supply. Victims are in the millions. The timing couldn't be better to deduct a few zeros from Shiba Inu. Is this going to set off the long-awaited dream rally? Or more precisely, what is occurring? Okay, I'll try to clarify. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The price of Shiba Inu fell earlier in the day. Yeah, no need to freak out just yet. A few glimmers of greenery did appear as the day drew to a close. Well, things start to get crazy now. A large number of Shiba Inu are being sold off at auction. In most cases, there is just one possible outcome when a large chunk is extracted. It is intended to be held tightly by someone or some people, and there's a lot of excitement. Do they have information that we do not? Does whale behavior reflect inner knowledge? Could a monumental event soon be upon us? Well, we shouldn't jump the gun too soon. Even while this is a huge and undoubtedly planned change, it may just be temporary. Contrary to appearances, we may well be on the verge of a turnaround. First, though, let's take a step back and clarify the current state of the Shiba Inu price before we get into what might be next. The story is as follows. According to one expert, Shiba Inu's chart isn't exactly bursting at the seams right now. Without encountering any genuine opposition, the price was slammed down. That is quite peculiar. Because of this, the decline seemed more abrupt than anticipated. Just above the 50-day moving average, a crucial mark, the token had been trading. However, it swiftly dropped back below it, which should serve as a warning to traders. Even more worrisome is the rapidity with which the rejection occurred. This kind of action indicates that the recent upswing might have been propelled more by enthusiasm and trending prices than by underlying buying demand. From a firm foundation, Shiba Inu was steadily rising, and things seemed promising. However, the volume and energy were insufficient to overcome the more formidable resistance levels at the top. Despite everything, the most important thing is this. There is yet hope for Shiba Inu, by a wide margin. Although Shiba Inu hasn't jumped on the cryptocurrency bandwagon just yet, it isn't entirely cut off either. The industry as a whole has been exhibiting encouraging signals recently. This massive withdrawal that is taking place. Perhaps that is merely the beginning of something more substantial. Things became unstable today, so yes. On the other hand, everything could be settling down now. This may be an important occasion to keep an eye on if you own Shiba Inu or are considering getting one. Now for something even more outlandish. A shocking revelation was just made by one analyst. It has come to light that the Shiba Inu team has been covertly removing a large quantity of tokens from circulation. They are, in fact, directing their immediate destruction. Tuesday marked the beginning of what appears to be a new bull run in the cryptocurrency market. Anxieties grew when large coins began to retrace their steps over such formidable obstacles. Shiba Inu also experienced a boom in popularity due to all that energy. In the span of a single day, the burn rate skyrocketed, demand spiked, and investors remained on high alert. The burn rate has increased by a factor of 4 or 5. Approximately 27 million tokens were destroyed in the fire and distributed to defunct wallets. The reduction in supplies is significant. Now for the most bizarre part. At the moment, it's not only burns that are causing a fuss. Wild whales are behaving in an outrageous way. There has been news of a rapid decline in the number of Shiba Inu available on pet markets. Whales recently removed approximately 700 billion coins from controlled exchanges. Indeed, what you heard was accurate. This kind of money leaving the country is significant. It is seldom the case that whales intend to sell their tokens when they remove them from exchanges. I couldn't be more wrong. They're putting them in safe wallets, locking them up and waiting. Accumulation is the clear message here. This is no little change either. Despite the fact that some tokens did make their way back onto exchanges, the net outflow was still over 100 billion. Everyone in the neighborhood is talking about that. There appears to be a discernible trend here. The price of Shiba Inu has been attempting to maintain a crucial level. Even though it has been shaky, it hasn't fallen over yet. The big burning and whales piling up are happening behind the scenes, but they are telling a different tale. Blockchain activity is humming along. Every indicator seems to be pointing to a major change in the horizon. Such actions by major actors typically indicate that they are planning for the future. They aren't doing this for a fast profit. I am a strategic thinker. They're perceiving an object. Perhaps a genuine rally is in the works. In all candor, that ought to energize the neighborhood. Then why is everyone so bullish? For the simple reason that all it takes is a sudden increase in demand to counteract falling supply and drive prices upward. Shiba Inu is behaving in a way that suggests a major development is about to occur. Big money is getting involved, demand is on the rise, and supply is falling. A breakout is sure to ensue after it. Things are about to get interesting now. Do you recall that Satoshi Kusama recently announced his intention to return to work? Plus, he seemed energized, not simply composed, when he said it. He gave the impression that he is crazy, laser-focused, and going all in. Everything that is happening after that happens immediately. What is happening? Apocalyptic events, massive fires, rampaging whales, coins vanishing from exchanges. I mean, it's hard to deny the obvious. Does whale intelligence surpass that of humans? Does something sneaky happen behind the scenes? Is the squad planning to make a big announcement soon? Even though we don't know for sure yet, everything seems to be leading in that way. The whales may already be preparing for something monumental that Shiba Inu may soon experience. And you know what? It's possible that you won't even have to give this enough thought. Why? Since it has already been laid out by one analyst. His explanation of the steps Shiba Inu must take to reach the ill-famous $1 mark was crystal clear. The naysayers have been heard by all. There are a few of crypto enthusiasts who are adamant that Shiba Inu will never be worth $1. However, there is a vocal minority that thinks it's possible, particularly among Shiba Inu owners. The well-known Bitcoin bull, Devin Jeremy, has just shared his opinion. He estimates that Shiba Inu's market valuation would have to be approximately 600 trillion to reach that mystical figure. I know, that's a crazy sum. Impressive, isn't it? However, it is not all. Lucy, who represents the Shiba Inu brand in advertising, recently posted a message on ChatGPT. Yes, artificial intelligence is also participating, and it hasn't ruled out the possibility. It did say that hitting $1 isn't completely out of the question. A perfect storm, a strong bull run, widespread worldwide acceptance, and a single crucial persistent burn are all that's needed. All right, let's dissect this a bit further. At its present pricing, Shiba Inu is sitting comfortably below 1 penny, and its market valuation is under $10 billion. So, practically all of the supply would have to be destroyed in order to reach $1 without driving the market cap into some fictitious level. In other words, nearly all of it has disappeared. That would bring the total number of tokens in circulation down to a few billion, which is roughly equivalent to the current market cap. A $1 price becomes completely reasonable after that, and the shocking part is right here. This is precisely the trend that is beginning to emerge. The Shiba Inu group is presently concentrating intensely on burns. This is no joking matter. When you consider that whales are consuming as many Shiba Inu as they can via trades, things start to make sense. Everything is in motion. Could it be the sky? A resemblance is emerging. The more this momentum continues to grow, the more the community burns, and the more the large players accumulate, the less far-fetched this prediction sounds. It becomes more tangible, and this will alter people's lives when it occurs, not if. Potentially life-altering money could be in the cards for many members of the Shiba Inu community. What we're talking about here is the creation of new billionaires, the continued dominance of Shiba Inu, and the rise of a new crypto superpower. Preparation is underway. A fire is started. What occurs next is now up to us to observe. The future of the Shiba Inu is bright, even when we look ahead, for reasons related to both price movement and the team's continued development. In silence, steadily and deliberately, Lucy, Shiba Inu's head marketing, tweeted an excellent summary of the situation. Being loud isn't a determinant of success. Your influence, the data, and statistics will speak for itself. You made an impression if others are mentioning you. Using someone person's name or logo for your own gain is a surefire way to fail, she continued. There are no quick cuts to real success. It is visible in the outcomes. That is exactly what Shiba Inu is doing at the moment. Shiba Inu is drawing significant interest from whales and long-term believers while others are chasing hype. They are burning tokens and building out the ecosystem. There is actual momentum here, and it's only going to grow stronger. However, how do you feel about this? Share your thoughts in the space provided. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.